lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let go. At their own 22-yard line. Yeah. Go, go, go. Jam, 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 jam.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Jackson. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Here we go. Here we go. 6-yard. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Oh!
Now Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ball. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 45 to Mike. Go.
First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Todd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's got Fuller. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, it's Hawkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 41, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's ball. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check, 93's the mic. 90, go. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Again, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert.
To the air, Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, it's Allen, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
56. Round 80. Right there, 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Allen off the play fake. This is caught inside the 15. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Geis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
I got it. Check, 93's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is caught by Watkins. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Stop your whining. Check. Crunch. 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 Done.
Allen now going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's time. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Allen. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert flare, alert flare.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Check 15, check 15.
At the 47-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hawkins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On first down, Hawkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ball. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Hawkins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
This is taken at the 20. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. Then you got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They should have known, baby.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let it go.
And they take a knee. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the on 2nd down now. It's Hawkins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together